Hey, nerdy sports fan here, and we're giving out draft grades. We've gotten into the AFC North and we've already knocked out Pittsburgh, so let's get into these Cincinnati Bengals. Now, man, did they earn the number one overall pick. You have to be really bad to earn the number one overall pick over the Dolphins. Really bad. Obviously, there's a lot of holes on this team. So the Bengals did the smart thing and made sure, since they have the number one overall pick, they select the slam dunk candidate for the most important position on the football field, the quarterback. Joe Burrow put up the absolute best statistical season a college quarterback has ever had. And he did that not in an air raid offense. Yeah, I think he's going to be great. Not just good, great. He already has the level of accuracy that you're hoping most college quarterbacks eventually develop when they get to the league. So pair that with coming into Cincinnati, he's going to have a good receiving corps. They already had one. All right. Ross, Boyd, and Green, not to mention Joe Mixon behind him, he's got some real talent at the skill positions. I don't understand why they didn't work on the offensive line more. Now, I get it. You had an early round tackle that you previously drafted that was hurt last year that probably is going to come in and, be healthy and do better for that line, but you still want to address the line. You have more than one tackle. The interior offensive line wasn't that great. And you have a brand new quarterback. So, get yourself a guard. Get another tackle. Get a center, for Christ's sakes. Just literally anybody on that offensive line to help this young man develop on the team. They went the other way. They got a receiver in the second round. You have 3 good receivers already. You didn't really need another one. He wasn't as good as other receivers that were available at that position. 2. I do not agree with T. Higgins. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, and I keep remembering before the trade that the Bills made to get Stephon Diggs, everybody was mocking T. Higgins to the Bills, and I just wanted to frickin' stab myself in the eyes every time I saw that, because Higgins is a guy that has the measurables. I'm not sure he can play football really well. He hasn't had to run significant routes. Did not do well with contested catches. He has found the end zone a lot, though. I mean, something like a quarter of the balls that he has caught went for touchdowns at one point. It's nuts. But it's not good enough for me. He did not go against good competition. And on film, he did not show as good at his position as people that were drafted after him. So I think you could have done better with that selection. And again, I would have really loved addressing the offensive line. The linebacker selection of Logan Wilson in the 3rd round is a whatever pick to me. You get a guy from the Mountain West division. I don't care how good he looks from that division at the linebacker spot. Okay, it is a developmental thing, and it's very, very difficult to gauge the play of a linebacker against inferior competition. You should absolutely motherfucking dominate a Mountain West division if you're going to be considered an NFL talent. And I didn't see that out of Logan Wilson. So I'm interested to see if he ends up doing well. But let's be honest, anybody would be an upgrade at linebacker for the Bengals. They've been terrible at linebacker for a long time. So in spite of me not being very high on Logan Wilson in general, I still think he's going to be an upgrade at the position because you were just that bad at linebacker last year. Past 2 years, really. Now, after Wilson, there is, at least one player that I really like over where they drafted him, which is Khalid Kareem. Akeem Davis-Gaither is another odd linebacker selection that could do well or not. Linebackers drum out of the league easier than almost any position. So I'm never really crazy high on linebackers unless they're an obvious stud. And neither one of these guys are Kenneth Murray. So, I'm not going to drool over him. But I really do like Khalid Kareem. I do. He played opposite a prolific pass rusher. So his production comes into a little bit of question. You worry, was he productive in college because he was lined up on the opposite side of Julian Okwara? Well, thankfully enough, Julian Okwara has had some off-field issues, has had some suspensions, has had some injuries, and we have seen Kareem have to play without the man, and he was effective. So I like Kareem in the defensive rotation for pass rushing packages, and I think he will be effective in small doses. I don't necessarily see him as an every down starter. He may develop into that. But at first, he's going to be very effective in pass rush situations. 6th and 7th round picks, guards, linebackers. It's from a linebacker perspective, you're looking at, okay, he's going to be special teams or he's going to be cut. And the guard is, okay, he's rotational depth or he's going to be cut. I'm not going to waste my time talking about picks that late. The Bengals did not screw up the number 1 overall pick. I like Khalid Kareem, where they drafted him. I don't have a heck of a lot of nice things to say about the 2nd and 3rd round pick based off of who is available, what the team needs are, and the simple fact that both of these guys could have gone far later in the draft. So I think it's a mixed bag. I give it a C. And hit up the rest of the videos to see what I think the other teams were able to do with their draft capital. Give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And thanks for watching.